Hello and a very warm welcome, and I'd like to start this video with a round of applause to the great Manchester United. You spent a lot of money in that transfer, didn't you? Oh wow. I mean, I could hardly keep up yesterday with all the business. Yes, we're going to go explosive. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit Manchester United are feeding. I'm more angry today than the 5-0 at Liverpool when we got smashed off the park. I'm absolutely fuming. What a disgraceful transfer window. 31 days, I hear you ask. 31 days. Surely you're going to back the manager with a midfielder. Oh no. You've got the manager crying out for a midfielder. But the club think it's acceptable to keep McFred for the rest of the season. And a McFred that will cost us top 4. No doubt about it. If you think this team's getting top 4, you need to give your head a shake. Because the only way we'll get top 4 is by looking top 4. We're not a top 4 side. I mean, our midfield gets run all over every game, and the club don't feel the need to address it. We could be ranting for 2 hours. I've somehow got to condense it into 10 minutes. There's so many problems at the football club. We aren't winning a league. We're not winning a Champions League till 2030 at least, and probably even longer. There's so many problems, from the Glazers to jobs for the boys. Woodward's finally fucked off. Now we've got Richard Arnold. Is he going to be an improvement? I wouldn't hold your breath. It's just a mess, an absolute mess of a window. To spend no money in a January transfer market is criminal. We've got Fred, McTominay. None of them are good enough to play in the middle of the park for Manchester United. And no money spent on a squad that needed investment. It's embarrassing. And everyone going out and looking forward to the new shirt sales. Do not buy the shirts. Boycott the merchandise and kick this club where it hurts. I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm embarrassed by my football club. And right now it's difficult to support this club. We got so many issues. So many issues. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make sense. Blocking Henderson and Lingard. We need a midfielder. We're crying out for a midfielder, and you let a midfielder go who's been completely mistreated to Everton. We're crying out for wingers now because we're short. Obviously, we can't foresee what was going to happen with the incident. We're not touching on that. We let Ahmad go to Rangers. We let Martial go to Sevilla. Now we're short. Rashford, Sancho pick up a knock. We're short. Keeping McFred. And Ralph, he's come in. He's been here 5 minutes crying out for a midfielder, and the club don't back him. So if I was Ralph, I'd walk as soon as possible. And he wants to go upstairs for 2 years. No, I'll be flying back to Germany pronto, son. Get out of this mess while you can. Manchester United is a rebuild job. Need a midfielder, and we're loaning midfielders out. We've got more players going out than I've had hot dinners. Blocking Jesse Lingard's move. Henderson. No money spent. Will cost us top 4. The club is in a shocking state. The worst I've seen it. Glazers, there's no pride, there's no passion. They need to go, they need to sell up, they won't, and they keep rinsing this club dry. You wait, we'll see the PR spin by the club. We'll have a history lesson of when we beat Middlesbrough in 1999, 4-0. 2002, we beat them 5-1. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Boycott all the merchandise. If you're paying for merchandise, if you're buying a new kit, you're part of the problem because you're accepting it. The club has spent nothing in January. And if anyone has the audacity to say January is a difficult window, I'm going to lose it. Newcastle, 100 million. Aston Villa, Coutinho and all these players coming in. Everton, Van den Beek, Dele Alli. So it's possible. And there's money there, there's funds there, and it's not being spent. Yeah. PR history lesson. it was obvious no one was coming in from like day 10. I mean, we're linked to we had a cheap option in Kamara, in Zakaria. 10 million tops. That would have covered everything. Wages, transfer budget. And they didn't take the cheap option. We're linked to Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, Basuma. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I've had enough. I've had enough. You've taken the pride out of this football club. This football club is a great football club by name. Not by results on the pitch anymore. It's shocking. And how many players are going to be leaving in the summer? All out of contract. We've got so many players here that don't want to be here. It's madness. You got Phil Jones rejecting a move to Bordeaux. I mean, oh my God. I'm absolutely raging. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts me every day. I'm tuning in and seeing United. It's disgusting at the minute. It's not acceptable for a club of Manchester United stature. But that's all we are now. We're a club that was great. Huge. We will always be a huge club. But it's gone now. We're further away from a league title than we've ever been. We're not winning a big trophy, Premier League, Champions League till 2030. It's a mess. It is a mess. There's so many problems right now. We've got people in roles at the club that are like literally picked off the street. They're only in the job because they were an ex-player. It's shit, man. Get rid of that. And the club messed up massively when we should have had Jurgen Klopp. And I believe United would be in the position Liverpool are in right now. Won a Premier League, won a Champions League. City are a different level right now, but at least they're competing. We're not competing. I mean, it's embarrassing. Fighting for top 4 every year is sickening. It's disgusting. And this transfer window was an absolute embarrassment. To spend no money, a manager's come in, and already you've thrown him under the bus by not backing him and getting him a midfielder. Fred and McTominay for the rest of the season, who have already been run all over by Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley, City, Liverpool. And the list goes on and on and on. And you think it's acceptable to keep them two in the middle of the park? Fred's supposed to be Brazilian. I'd like to see that passport, because he's not Brazilian with his passing abilities. And Scott McTominay, 1 minute he's good, and the next minute he's horrendous. So, yeah, so many problems. I mean, we've not got a striker under the age of 35. Yeah, we're short on the wings now with what's happened, loaning 2 players out. The Greenwood issue. Midfield just gets dominated every game, and it will keep getting dominated throughout the season. Wan-Bissaka, what's happened to him? Luke Shaw's going back into his other. Delo Tellez come in. Varane's top quality. Maguire is a mess. There's no partners. Bailly's always injured. Jones is a fraud. And then you look at the keepers. De Gea's the only one that comes out with any credit this season for me. You got Tom Heaton. Why is he at the club? I've got no idea. Lee Grant. Why is he at the club? No idea. Dean Henderson wants game time. Oh, you can go on loan to Newcastle. Oh, you can go on loan to Watford. No, we'll block it. You're going to get game time deemed. We'll promise we'll give you game time. Theoretically, Dean Henderson should be playing on Friday night in the FA Cup. But he probably won't be. He'll be sat on the bench. Unbelievable. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick and tired of this football club now. We support through the good times, and we definitely support through the bad times, as it is coming up to about 10 years since we won anything of note. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. A transfer window, and you've spent 0 on the squad. How is it acceptable? How is it acceptable to keep McFred, and we're just going to fall further. Unbelievable. If you are a United fan, it's time to strap your seatbelts in because this is not. And that's a big issue, having an interim manager, because they're wasting time. Ole gets sacked, we bring in an interim, but they've not backed the interim because he's not going to be here permanently as he's going upstairs for 2 years. And have Manchester United got a permanent manager ready for the summer? I wouldn't hold my breath. They'll probably bring Ole back on a 6-year deal. Oh my God. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm hurt. There's no pride. There's no passion. There's no vision. I sound like that Chelsea fan, don't I? There's no passion. There's no vision. It's right. There's no passion. There's no vision, and there's no aggression. We're a big club in name, but we act like a small club. We're one of the worst run football clubs out there. Yeah, Richard Arnold. It'd be interesting to see what he does, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Because while the Glazers are here, you know what's going to happen. We've had a shit transfer window. It will cost us top 4, and then he'll go out and sign a huge name for shirt sales. A Declan Rice, someone like that. You know it. And I'm getting absolutely blinded by the sun. I can't see. Yeah. Unbelievable. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm hurting. It hurts. Doesn't hurt these people. I mean, already, all the problems at the club. One of the worst windows of all time. Off-field problems. A bad press. Of course, that's not Manchester United's fault, but it's not a good look for the club. I mean, we're in a sour state with the transfer business, and then what happened. That's more negativity on the club, and now, yeah, it's just toxic at the minute. And I stand by what I say, and you might think I'm an idiot for saying this, but the club are not interested in winning anymore. I don't care what you say, I believe that 100%. The club are not interested in winning anymore. They know they can't compete with Liverpool and Man City. So top 4 is success to them now. Yeah, they are not interested in winning anymore. It's about promoting, tweeting. Yeah, shirt sales. I tell you right now, I will not be buying a new shirt. I like to buy the the training kind of stuff. I'm not even a fan of our shirt anyway this season. I don't think the team viewer doesn't look right on a United kit. But I won't be buying a new kit. I'm sick and tired of it. I want to see change. Like, genuinely, we could be talking 2 hours here about all the problems at United. There's so many problems. Players, board, owners, manager. So many issues. And now we've actually got a depleted squad. If Rashford, Sancho gets injured, we're relying on Elanga, Shoretire, yeah, players like this. Oh my God. I don't know what to make of it. I'd honestly start giving the academy players a chance. I really would. At least they know what it means to play for that badge here on the side of my camera. Yeah. Unbelievable. And we had a player. We had a player. Came through the academy. Exactly what the club stands for. Coming through the academy. Bursting onto the scene. Exciting talent. And it's gone. Many more will come through the academy though. That is one thing that... I mean, there's not many positives right now, but giving youth a chance is one positive always about this great football club. I will continue to support this great club, but what's the word I'm trying to say? Like, it's the standards have dropped. Like, they see top 4 as a success now. top four's not a success. It's embarrassing to be fighting with the likes of Arsenal, who are actually in a worse state than us. I mean, it's embarrassing. I absolutely slaughter Arsenal. I mean, fighting for top four, we spent absolute fortune on our squad to be fighting for top four. Everyone excited, start of the season, we're going to fight for the league. We'll be lucky to get in the top four. I don't think we'll get top four. I think it was a key window. We had to get a CDM. And they failed. And it will cost us top four. You had the cheap option of Kamara, Zakaria. And they didn't do it. So, yeah. Comment down below your thoughts. Would love to know.